Wins on the stage. We'd like to welcome you here to this celebration here this evening. Did anybody come and celebrate here tonight at all? Anybody?
What?
See, I'm a little hard of hearing in my left ear. I said, did anybody come and have a good time tonight at all? Anybody at all? Yeah. Well, that's exactly what we are going to do here tonight. And we're going to get things kicked off with the introduction of your bridal party. So here's what I need from you. When we introduce this bridal party, I need you to sit there and act all cute. I need you to get loud, make some noise, and start this thing off right. Can you do that for me? All right, let's see. Here we go. We're gonna start it off like this. Ladies and gentlemen, kicking this thing off tonight, we have Cody and Gina.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting up and checking in.
All right, next up we have Cannon and Blythe. Let them hear you.
Just somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. No, y'all can't copy that. Glad moonwalking in this year is a party. My posse's been on Broadway.
All right, next up we have Greg and Allie.
And yeah, I'm on like that stage light, going shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around close pals. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town.
All right, next up we have Grant and Jess. Let them hear it tonight.
Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track busting. Halfway across that city with the black crush. Labels out here, now they can't tell me no.
All right. Next up we have Eads and Abby.
Now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country. Here we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over.
All right. Next up we have Tane and Whitney.
Like the ceiling can't hold out. Here we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so.
Next up we have Blaine and Angie. Let them hear you.
Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I gotta eat up within my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark. We rock. Gonna go up, girl. Two sisters by. I got a world to see. My girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer. Nah, I never ever did it wrong. That melody should come so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you're able, please stand to your feet and make some buck wild crazy noise for the main event, the reason we are all here tonight, Mr. and Mrs. Josh Davis. Let him Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would be seated, please. Your bride and groom are going to have their first dance as a married couple.
this is our time. Just want you to be forever mine. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause you make me better. Got so much love in this heart of mine. And I just want this forever. So darling, take my hand, 'cause I'm your man. Until the end of time, you'll be forever mine. I can't explain how I feel inside, inside. Nothing forever when I look in your eyes, in your eyes. So the time is together, and no one take apart. No one can say I give you my heart. I'm talking about the end, I'm talking a decade, I'm talking about eternity. So much love in this heart of mine, mine, mine. Hey, I just want this forever. So darling, take my hand, 'cause I'm your man. Until the end of time, you'll be forever mine. 'Cause you make me better. Got so much love in this heart of mine, this heart of mine. And I just want this forever. So darling, take my hand, 'cause I'm your man. Until the end of time, you'll be forever mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your bride and groom here this evening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are going to kick off or continue our evening with the toast portion of the evening, and leading us off tonight will be the father of the bride, Andy. Andy's gonna kick us off here tonight. There you go, sir.
All right, first of all, I want to let you all know that Mr. Chaz Miles wrote and sang the song that you just heard. Thank you, on behalf of Chris and I, thank you so much for coming out to beautiful Colorado. The evening did not start originally as we planned outside, but as you now can see the beauty of Colorado, seeing the snow-capped mountains behind us, and the Lord has really blessed us with a wonderful evening, and we're so glad again that you can be with us and celebrate the union of Josh and Paige. You know, I know that many of you are here because of the beautiful game of soccer. My daughter has had a commitment and a passion for soccer since she was 8 years old, beginning when she played with Amanda here at Holy Cross Lutheran School in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So many of you from that point forward have been there to support Paige. Nothing was ever given to Paige. She was always the smallest person out on the pitch. But she absolutely loved the game, but more importantly, she loved her teammates. And because of her involvement in soccer, which Chris and I knew very little about, we have been able to make lifelong friends. And it's absolutely fantastic that you're here tonight to celebrate this special evening with Josh and Paige. I would like anyone who has had any involvement with Paige and her soccer career to stand up, please. As Phil Jorgensen always reminds me, the only friends I have are the ones I make through soccer. You know, and these are all absolutely wonderful people. When Paige went to Middle Tennessee, she knew no one there. Neither did Allie, neither did Jess, neither did Whitney. And they become lifelong friends. And Jean is here tonight. And and met other soccer friends, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And because of MTSU, that's how Josh and Paige became friends. Josh was, I think, interested in Paige from probably the first time he saw her, but Paige had a commitment to the game of soccer. And no matter how hard he tried, Paige had a passion that was #1 for soccer. But Josh stood by the sidelines. And when we finally had that last game, which broke everyone's hearts, probably mine more than anyone, Josh took advantage of that opening, and now Paige has renewed her passion and commitment for Josh. And we have had a wonderful experience, and all of Josh's family should know that and you already know this, he's a wonderful young man. He's lived in Fort Wayne in our home for the last 5 or 6 months. And you know what? We kind of kid him, and the neighbors kid him, but he is a good sport, and we're so happy to have him as a member of our family, and it's been wonderful to get to know Josh's family, the Davises and the Whiteheads, and Kathy and Mike. And again, tonight, if everyone just raised their glass, and we wish for Josh and Paige many, many years of happiness together. The Lord has a plan for them. We may not know what that plan is right now, but we're confident that if they stay strong with each other and to the Lord, that they'll have nothing but great success in the future. So here's to both of you.
Cheers! Beautifully done, beautifully done. How about a round of applause? Beautifully done. Let's kick us off here tonight. Can we get the bride and do something to toast with here tonight? They said they wanted to do some air toast. I said I can't have it. Give them something to drink, please. And while you're we got it. And while we're doing that, if I can get the maid of honor, the best man, to make their way to the table, we're going to continue our evening with their toast. Why don't you give them a round of applause? Make them feel welcome for Blaine and Angie here tonight. And Angie, you going to kick us off, is that all right? All right, you ready? Let's do it.
All right. So, I'm Angie, and I have known Paige since before I can even really remember. We both grew up with a brother. I have 2 brothers, and so by default, we were kind of born into the sports world. So we became friends on the playground, and ever since then, we played all different sports together, from gymnastics to basketball and soccer. And by choice, we became best friends. So in middle school, I went on my first Disney cruise with the Gangnams. And this was the first of many vacations to follow. But on these vacations, I learned a lot of things. I first learned that if you go to Magic Kingdom, you can conquer the whole park, ride every ride. I'm not kidding, by noon. You just have to wake up at 6 a.m., get in the front of the line, and then sprint to Space Mountain. I learned that it's always important to have a tight seal on your snorkel mask, how to make a great itinerary from Andy, and even how to surf. But most importantly, I learned to live up to every opportunity, soak in the moments, and that you don't have to be blood related to be family. Paige has always been a strong, independent, and driven individual. She knows what she wants and always is driven for success. Her passion and love for her family, friends, and for soccer are things that I admire so much in Paige. And most importantly, her faith in God are things that I try to learn from her every day. I knew that the guy with Paige would spend the rest of her life with would have to keep up with her zest for life. I knew Josh would be someone special because when I first heard her say, "Hey, hon," I had to do a double take. He fit right in with the gay lanes as he managed Paige's resistance and got on the kiss cam on 2 different occasions at the baseball game. And it didn't take long to see that the same things important to Josh were the same things important to Paige: family, friends, American football, and most importantly, faith. Seeing Paige and Josh together, it is so evident that God has written their love story. He is truly at the center of both of their hearts, and I know he will be the foundation of their marriage. You two are a perfect duo to tackle all the ventures that life will bring, and I know both of your competitiveness will keep each other in check. So the memories, Paige, I have with you I will cherish forever, and I look forward to the ones that are coming. You You've been the sister that I never had. And I wish you guys a lifetime of happiness. So if we could raise our glasses. Paige and Josh.
All right, give a round of applause. Beautifully done. All right, you ready, brother? Closing us out here. All right, make some noise for him. Make him feel welcome tonight, Mr. Blaine.
I'm going to start this off real quick, Josh. I just want you to do me a favor. I want you to take your hand and put it on top of Paige's boots. Okay, perfect. I just want to let you know that's the last time you're going to have the upper hand in this relationship for the rest of your life. My name's Blaine Sitters. I've known Josh for